Hi, this is Deb Preachuk in conjunction with PurePharma, and today I'm going to introduce to you the frog exercise. We're going to add on some arm glides, and this is part of our posture recovery and rebalancing workout routine. So in order to do this exercise, I want you to be very aware of how you're setting it up, because you will get more benefit out of it if you are aware of that. I've got a 4x6x9 yoga block. We're going to use the 6-inch distance to help us get our feet and our knees into the correct position before we begin. And you might find that you'll need another inch or possibly 2 inches of lift to support your head, depending on where your head sits. I'll demonstrate that in a moment. Okay, so to set up this exercise, what you're going to do is make sure that you have your feet about 6 inches apart. The knees as well should be about 6 inches apart. So this is going to help you get your nice reference line. I'm going to move this out of the way now and lay myself down. Now as you get into that position, if you find that you can't keep your feet nice and calm on the floor, you could walk them in a little bit closer, still maintain that 6-inch distance. Things to be aware of in your upper body, neck, and head. If you're laying down on the floor and this arch is occurring, you don't own this position just yet. I recommend you put some type of padding underneath so that you can drop your chin down and ideally have the center of your ear lined up with your shoulder in the side view. So that's going to change as your posture improves. Over time, you probably can get rid of that padding. The arms. We're going to do a little bit of what we call a cat paw here. I recommend you lift your arms up, rotate and open so you get your shoulders into a good position. Then lay your arms down about 45 degrees from the hip. You could have your arms a little higher if you so chose. Now the exercise is to focus on the movement coming from the hip socket itself, not by leading with your knees. So we want to focus on rotating through the hips, away from the midline. You'll see that you're on the outside edge of the foot. Your hips might not open equally. That's okay, and that's why we're doing this exercise. We're going to get some balance here. Once you've gone as far as you can, and I am not, repeat, not saying push your knees to the floor, just go as far as you're able to. Once you've done that, slide your feet completely together, all 10 toes touching. Think of the entire outside edge of the foot being connected. All right, now people are going to notice different things. Some people are going to feel a big stretch. Others are going to feel some muscular work or a combination of the two. If you tend to be a little bit more on the more mobile side and you don't really feel anything happening, then for you, you could slide your heels a little closer to the midline, as I just demonstrated here. But it's not about strain. It's just about allowing our pelvis to respond to the external rotation of our hips, and then the corresponding muscles that work in conjunction can then balance themselves out. You're going to hold that position for about a minute. You could easily stay there for about 90 seconds to 2 minutes. And then from that position forward, I recommend you bring your arms up, find 90 degrees, let your pelvis and spine respond to that demand, and then add on some arm glides. Now you'll notice here that I've got one elbow kind of came up off the floor, so there's some disparity in my shoulders through what we call external femoral rotation. And I'm just going to go through that position and maybe glide up and down anywhere from 8 to 10 times. You certainly could do a few more, maybe up to 20. Try to keep your wrist relaxed and let your pelvis and spine respond to this demand. So that is the frog with arm glides exercise. I hope that you enjoy it. If something doesn't feel right when you're going through that exercise, it's very important that you only feel muscular fatigue or muscular awareness doing it. If you feel old symptomatic pain, it's probably not the right exercise for you. So it's very important that you reach out to your local corrective exercise specialist and get a program put together for you. But I hope that you enjoy it. If you have questions, please reach out. This is Deb Preachuk at Pain Free Posture, Minnesota. Thanks for watching.